XRP Future Millionaire, 9:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Everybody who was part of the class, all the new people, and I hope you enjoyed the format because it's what I'm going to be doing here going forward. So I really do appreciate everybody. If you want to know about the classes, join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month. Get the exclusive Telegram. Learn more about that. And it's donation-based, so very easy, very affordable, and it was fun. It was very fun tonight. I had a lot of fun. So we need to talk about some important issues before we go over the charts. Joe Biden, I have a clip from 7 hours ago about his expected more interference with crypto next week. This is a possibility, and this could lead to a gigantic dump, not just what we've seen now, but this could really lead to something. And if I'm right, this could lead the US dollar currency index up much higher, leading crypto much lower, because we're going to have to sell out of a lot of our debt, a lot of our bonds, and it's not going to be looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, the US 10-year bond, the 10-year yield, I'm going to give you a little bit of a history lesson. So the 10-year bond, so let's say you got $1,000. You say, oh, I'm going to take out the 10-year government bond, 10-year US government bond, pays out a dividend. Well, back in 2020, it paid out a dividend. We went over this. It was way. Where's it at? Let's see. That's still 2020. We're paying out about, at its low, 0.328%. So what that means is if you gave the government $1,000 for a 10-year bond, let them hold your money. Well, Tom, I'll give you 0.32% in 10 years. Okay, no. So now the bond's raising. So now if you give them $1,000, I'm going to teach you another lesson about the CPI and how this affects it. All right, well, Tom, you want safe money because that's how they tout it. You want to earn some safe money? You got 10 grand. Let the government hold it for 10 years. They got a guaranteed interest rate of 1.95% or 1.98%. Lock it in with inflation, with everything else. Yeah, why would you put it in crypto? Gold's barely moving. The stock market's going way down. It's your only safe option is throwing in a bond. Okay, here's my $10,000. I'll take my 1.95% in 10 years or I have to pay fees. Well, the problem with that is they're going to give you the 1.97% or 2% back. Great. But what they didn't tell you is the CPI is at 7.5% or 7.6%, depending on how you listen to. That's the inflation rate, which means the inflation rate is over 3 times greater than the yield that the government's willing to give you on a 10-year bond. That's insane. It makes no sense. The whole point of a bond is to fight inflation. So now, that 7.5%, now we minus the 1.97 measly percent the government's giving us. We're down 5% in 10 years. We still lost 5%. With no way of getting our money without a big-ass fee. But the government wants us to believe that that's what we should do. Think for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. That is manipulation. Just put it in gold. If you're going to do that, just put it in gold and silver. Buy the physical metal. Then you have it. You have your money. If you ever need to sell it, you can sell it. I mean, that's what you need to understand. So why would anybody take a government bond for a 10-year yield when they're going to be down? I don't know anybody who's handing them money and saying, oh, I'm okay. Since you gave me 2%, I'm not going to worry about the other 5% I lost because it's not 7.5%. And the government did give me 1.97%. So now I'm only down 5.5%. I don't know any reasonable person who would take that to the bank and say, yep, that's a good trade to me. I might as well just buy gold and silver because year over year, it's usually going up. And we know decade over decade, besides when we had the great fall and now we've had the manipulation in the last 10 years, which it's going to explode just like it did back when they outlawed gold and silver and did the buybacks. I'm telling you guys. So that's just a history lesson. So Bitcoin, XRP, the total crypto market cap all had brutal closes. There's no other way to describe it. They were brutal. The total crypto market cap is at 1.823 trillion, up 0.55%. A very clear M-topping reversal has taken effect in this pattern. We're down below the daily time frame in red, which was 1.878 trillion. We needed to stay above. We're working on a bearish continuation, possibly. We don't know because we don't have enough data, but that is the first reversal candle. So we could have a couple squeeze candles here to end the weekend and maybe a little run up. Or this is going to play through all the way and we're going to fall back down to 1.701 trillion in the next like 24 to 48 hours. I don't anticipate it falling that quickly, but it is setting up for another drop. So what that means for Bitcoin and what that means for XRP, well, I'll tell you in a second. But first, I want to get the Filecoin. $20.86. And Filecoin's one I'll be talking about more. Looking at an underneath support of $16.98 if it breaks down. It's that simple. If we break down from here, we're going down another about $4. And we'll have to retest that support because we have nothing else. The only thing else that could possibly hold us up is we had these little drop points, but I don't see it. My next real level of support, if we break through this $20.71 area, to me is $16.98. If we hold, this is set up, and you can see it if, and these are big ifs, if this ends up being a fake out, right, you could see a top here and then a pour out to right here. So that is the possibility with Filecoin. And all of crypto, if we can hold Bitcoin's level, and that would be a better than 28% gain. So that's what I'd be looking for. You got support at $20.71 if it can somehow hold it. Resistance right there at $22.21. So it's very tight, and if you fall through, you're likely coming to $16.98. So risk reward, not great right now until we can get a confirmation that we are going to hold these levels. And then Theta, $3.47, down 4.50%. Theta definitely looks like it's trying to pull some kind of rebound here because we did come all the way down to $3.38. It's back up to $3.47. Whoops. Back up to $3.47. And it looks like it could retest back up to about $3.57 if it wants to retest the drop point. Or the old, should have been support on the daily time frame. It can retest that as resistance up to $3.57. So that's what I'd be watching immediate short term. With XRP, we talked about earlier how we could come up to the drop point of 80 cents again and retest it, which is logical because we had a drop from a resistance support level, which was support at the time at 804. We dropped down to that 76.428 in the daily time frame. Actually wicked down to almost 75.1, but it wasn't exactly that low. And now we're going to retest likely this 804 if we can get back up there. If you look in the 30-minute time frame, we bounce off right there. We have very low volume. It's getting lower, and this could actually be a topping point right here. We won't know until the next 30-minute candle, or if in the next 12 minutes we push up higher on this one. But right now we're running out of volume. It's decreasing, and this is very bearish. I'm going to play this video so you guys can see what's going on, and I'll have more updates to come later. I just got done teaching an hour class, so my voice is sore, but I wanted to come at you with a very, very, very knowledgeable update. Make sure to hit that like button, turn that bell notification to all, subscribe to the channel if you're new or returning, if you're interested in a little bit of extra help, if you need help with the market, join my Telegram, $9.99 a month. Support me on YouTube. That will get you my exclusive Telegram that you can't pay for. I give this to everybody for believing in me on YouTube. It was something I created from the bottom of my heart. I wanted everybody to know how much they meant to me. You can't pay for this. We have 205 people in here. I talk to so many people on a daily basis it would make your head spin, but I love each and every one of you. If it takes me a minute to get to you, which it shouldn't, I always try to respond. It was unbelievable. And I appreciate all of you saying thank you for the class because it was the first time I opened up the forum the way I did today and we switched it up. And man, was it fun. It was unbelievably fun. So stay blessed, everybody. I would love to see you in here. We've got a lot of information going here. I've actually created that channel. And then for the ones who are in the freedom fight, I created a side channel for them. The ones who are in the precious metals, I created a side channel for us. And then I also have Tom's private channel. So every time I post something, you guys can see we have polls up here all the time too. It's fun. So we had a poll before Bitcoin dropped of what level it was going to go to. And you can see my thinking was 38.5K. So I'm 52%. And then XRP, these were the levels. So far our class has, or our Telegram nailed it. The levels it was at. Most people didn't think it was going to go up higher. We had 0% say that we had already found support before the drop and it was going to 95 cents. That shows a very intelligent Telegram. Not one person said that we had found support out of 205 people that are in there. Said that but there was only like 37 votes, but nobody in 37 votes said that we had found support. That shows a very intelligent Telegram, and a sign of a great leader. Join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month. I'll leave you with this. And remember, hashtag be better, do better, hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, no one's going to do their part for your kids, and it's going to be a very bleak future. Stay blessed, everybody.
The crypto community has been holding its breath on the details of President Biden's forthcoming executive order, which has not come out yet on the subject matter. But Yahoo Finance reporter Jennifer Schonberger got the details of that forthcoming order. Jennifer, give us a lowdown on what's going on.
Good afternoon, Brian. That's right. President Biden set to issue a wide-ranging executive order on regulating cryptocurrencies next.
You heard this. This is some breaking news that just came out a few hours ago. Joe Biden, with his fourth executive order, will regulate crypto. Just listen to this. This is breaking news from Yahoo Finance.
Week. The president will direct agencies across the government to study cryptocurrencies as well as a central bank digital currency and come up with a wide-ranging government strategy to regulate digital assets, according to an administration official familiar with the matter. Now, the order reads like an alphabet soup of agencies here in Washington that will be tasked with looking into crypto. Specifically, the order will commission a study of a CBDC and ask Treasury, along with the Department of State, the Attorney General, the Department of Commerce and Homeland Security, and other agencies to develop a report.
So let me ask you guys, does this sound like a settlement's coming anytime soon with XRP? With everything I've told you, stop listening to the FUD stations. There is zero chance that we're getting any kind of clarity before November. Zero. Put it out of your mind. XRP cannot and will not run until minimum November, and probably a little bit later than that. As far as we're talking towards over $1 and all-time highs, we could be in a multi-year bear market, and we're 10 steps ahead of this. I don't say that lightly. We are so far ahead of this that it would make your head spin if you're not on the inside. If you're not an insider with Tom's Army, you're missing out on so much, because there's only so much I can show you on YouTube.
Report on the future of money and payment systems. Now, the director of the Office of Science and Technology Policy will do a technical evaluation of what might be needed to support a CBD system. FSOC will be asked to study financial stability issues that arise from digital assets. And the Attorney General, along with the FTC and the CFPB, will be asked to consider what the impact of growth in digital assets could be on markets, while the SEC and CFTC will consider market protection measures within their own jurisdictions. Now, the order will also look at measures to protect consumers, businesses, and investors. It will also delve into privacy issues concerning digital assets, as well as distributed ledger technology and the potential impact on the environment there. These studies will be anywhere between 90 to 180 days, and these agencies will expected to report back to the president on this. So, Brian, a very wide-ranging effort by the White House to thoughtfully think through how to regulate crypto. The administration clearly understands crypto is here to stay and appears to be embracing that. Again, this order finally expected next week. Brian?
Wide-ranging for sure, and we'll definitely be sure to follow up when that does come out next week.